A generator is a machine that converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. It's usually used for a standby purpose, for when PWC is out or any kind of utility power is out, is used to provide power and those necessary needs. Generators are useful under the standpoint of keeping your food in your refrigerator, or breastfeeding mothers, keeping their milk safe, or people that need medical attention or on oxygen and need to have power. That is the main use for a generator in a residential application. A lot of the hazards associated with a generator is definitely the carbon monoxide. You can only run a generator outside in a well-vented area. Don't come in and try to put it in your garage. That's not safe. You have to keep it away from your windows outside, especially if you're not running your air conditioner. A lot of people try to open their windows during hurricane season to kind of let some airflow. Keep the generator away from it. Just because you can't smell the exhaust doesn't mean carbon monoxide is not coming in. It's highly suggested that you have carbon monoxide detectors already in your house, and if you don't, it's highly suggested that you get them. However, keeping the generator in a well-vented area definitely is the most recommended. And it's very hard to set up a shelter in a hurricane, obviously, because of the strong winds. They do sell tents and stuff that do clip onto the generator. The residential generators are weatherproof and they are made to be in all conditions of weather. Portable generators are not, and they can cause electrical shock if the generator gets wet or you're wet and you go touching the generator. Ways you can avoid electrocution is, of course, keeping the generator in a dry space. Don't touch the generator when your hands are wet or your body's wet. Keeping the cords that are plugged into it, keeping the cords plugged in. Don't have a lot of stress on the cord. The cord should be plugged into the front of the generator and drop down at a 90 and ride on the ground. It should not be suspended. Definitely no tension on the cord. And to avoid a lot of electrical shock would be to keep power strips out of them. Proper storage for a generator is in a dry location. A lot of people I know drain the fuel out of their generators. It's just safer. You're not having a generator sit in your garage that just has fuel sitting in it. Maintenance is a big thing as well. It's not a good thing when the hurricane's coming and you think you're prepared and then you go to start the generator and it doesn't run. Backfeeding your house is considered illegal. You can kill yourself, you can kill a lineman down the line. So backfeeding is what most people do. They do it into their dryer plug, they plug into their generator and then plug into their dryer plug, which then backfeeds into their panel. As they backfeed in their panel, the electricity splits off into branch circuits throughout your house. So you're able, essentially now you are the utility coming in. However, you're also going back down the utility lines. And once you get to that transformer that stepped the power down to come into your neighborhood or your house, you are now stepping that power back up to the main line voltage. And if there's linemen on that line that are not expecting that voltage to be there, you could kill them. You can cut your main breaker off and you will not backfeed. However, that does not guarantee that somebody didn't come behind you and flip that breaker. There are manual transfer switches that will not allow you to backfeed. It will cut your main feed off and only allows supplied power to your branch circuits. As a first-time user or first-time hurricane experienced person, I suggest that you do call somebody that knows about generators. We do provide free consultations and free quotes. We'll come out to your house, we'll sit down with you, we'll go over what you would like to power, whether it's your whole house or whether it's branch circuits, whether you want to go with the manual transfer switch or if you want to go with a automatic transfer switch. With the automatic transfer switch, you don't have to do anything. Your power comes out, generator turns on within 10 seconds and your house is being powered. As far as maintenance wise, it's just one time a year every 100 hours. Generator runs safety checks on itself. And now they have it where it's Wi-Fi connected to where you will get an email, and if we are your service provider, we'll get an email if there's an issue with that generator. So in gist of the whole conversation we had, I highly suggest that you go with a generator during power outages and during hurricane season. However, safety is everybody's biggest concern. Keeping the linemen safe, keeping everybody in the house safe, whether it's carbon monoxide or backfeeding. Definitely consult with somebody if you plan on hooking a generator into your house. Hook with their certifications out there. There's even small classes you can take if you want to learn how to do it. But I definitely recommend that you come through somebody that installs or certified to work on generators, other than taking it into your own hands. You can be legally liable for hurting someone.